Good morning, everyone. It's Marla Copal. And I want to ask you, do you have the confidence it takes to retire? Some people do, some don't. Let's talk about what's going on. So many people have chosen to retire early, considering what was going on in 2020. You got comfortable. You loved working at home. You thought it was one of those great places to be, and it was really nice to not feel like you were living your life in a cubicle. I know that when I left my cubicle, I didn't have any regrets. I missed the people, but not the cubicle. So there's a lot of reasons that some people don't have the confidence to retire, and let's talk about those. I actually heard a financial planner the other day giving 5 tips for a successful retirement. And some of them were the obvious: calculate your costs, do your budget. But he immediately said, when you leave your job, you are going to have to adjust your lifestyle. There's probably not all the perks you've been used to getting that you're going to get. Whoa. Well, one of those is obviously we all start paying for healthcare and we try to decide what are the supplements we'd like to have. And then he started talking about only 40% of those people retiring actually sit down and do a budget. So what are the other 60% of you doing? Are you getting concerned? And when you do get concerned and you need to go into a side gig, do you know where to get the support? Do you know what it is? Well, I actually support people 50 and over who are looking to reinvent themselves or to modify their lifestyle to include a side gig, to include their hobby business, something they've been wanting to do for a long time. You know, as I've evolved mine, I found there are so many technology things that I had to get tuned up to. And I took it on as an adventure because I love adventures. So I see change as an adventure. It doesn't scare me. It frustrates me if I don't get it the first time. But luckily, I connect with a lot of people who will help me deal with my frustration, walk me through, and show the patience of someone that I didn't know existed until I met them. But those people are on this planet. They're here to help us. So a lot of people, let me get back to my point, the confidence. So when you're retiring, do you have the confidence to retire now that income is going to last you for a long time? I plan on living 100. I know I don't currently have the income that's going to get me to a quality lifestyle through 100. And I'm not intimidated by living long, but I do want to have my comforts. So I continue to build my business and support others to build theirs. It's just that simple. And then we don't know what's going to go on in the future, do we? You know, we can use this word retirement, but my gosh, there is no crystal ball. There was no crystal ball for 2020. We didn't see a pandemic. So what's the crystal ball in the next 10 years, the next 20 years? We don't know. So maybe you do want to sit here and say, okay, I am going to find a new way to create a new attitude, to find some ways that I can function in this high-tech world and this high social world, the world of social media. How do I meet the people that I need to do in my business? So lead attraction marketing, all these terms that may not be familiar with you are something that it's time to start looking into. And people like me can help you go take peeks behind the curtain and see what's going on. So you can say, hey, is this for me? But I thought it was pretty powerful of that financial planner to say, create more income. Now I know he wanted to sell you on more investments, but not everybody's ready to take that risk. So the way I see it, there's 2 kinds of risks. There's the risk to invest more in stock or something that you don't understand, or you invest in a side business and oops, you may not understand technology either, but where do you want to go? Pick a path, get the education, and go for it. So I read something the other day in a blog where somebody's talking about living on a shoestring. That word kind of feels like fingernails on a chalkboard to me, but I get it. If that's the mindset that they're living on a shoestring budget, then okay. But let's take a look at how could they get out of that mindset. So the question was, should I pay my financial planner to manage this, this, and this? Oh, well, I don't know the answer to that because I don't know. She listed the percentage it was costing her, but I don't know what the level of her investments are. If she's paying 2% and she's got $50 million, I doubt she's even in that shoestring budget group. So I'd say she's on a pretty low, saved investment strategy. And who knows how much she's paying in fees. Well, there's other people who choose to go out and invest in social media marketing in the sense of, let me back up. They invest in a multi-level marketing company and they're having to pay $200 or $300 a month in auto ships, and they're not making that money back, nor are they advancing. That's where I come in. I'm the person who helps you advance in those environments because there's a number of myths about how that works. And you may have a great sponsor. They may love you to death, but they may not be skilled enough to help you get to that next level in your own side gig, your own hobby business. They may not have the skills to build that small business, to build your marketing online, to show you how to work with the emotional intelligence needed to offer your products to somebody else. So if you're inspired to continue to work after retirement, but you see yourself as you're going to have to make it up, it's going to have to be something new, then somebody like me is worth talking to because I've reinvented a few times. I don't necessarily always have something to sell to you, but if you want to investigate, I offer you 15-minute discovery calls to see, do you have a side gig? Do you want it to do better? Do you think you really need to use attraction marketing and involve yourself with the social media segment? If you do, then it is time for us to talk. Good morning. And so you just have to say yes in the comments under this, or you can message me on Marla Copal on Facebook, or I will post a link in this for you to connect with me and schedule your discovery call. I look forward to chatting with you soon, and let's get that confidence built no matter what your perspective is on retirement. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.